Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting swatching video using the ShineBySD Duality collection. So I mentioned, I believe that I bought this in January, if I'm not mistaken, and then it shipped out at the end of February. Like mine shipped, I think February 28th or something, so right at the end of the month, and then I just haven't got around to filming with these yet, and I believe they had a restock last Friday. It's Tuesday when I am filming this now, and you can still order them. And I just thought I would do a little swatchy video today, and then I also do want to do videos using these as well, but I don't know. I love swatching things as well as using them on my eyes, so this is the first, you know, little glimpse into these shadows. So beautiful. Oh my god. I've been wanting to get more from ShineBySD for so long. Truly for so long. In January 2021, I ordered their Reserve collection, and I've been using it non-stop since I bought it, like literally non-stop. And it's so, with ShineBySD, I find it so difficult to pick collections or shadows or anything. I have just so much, like, it's just like choice fatigue, honestly. Like I like can't make up my mind. And then I had a $100 Visa gift card when I received for Christmas, and so I used that in part to buy this. So I think I paid $100 for this collection in total, of like my own money. I probably would have chosen one of these two bundles if I had to pay for like all of them myself, because $200 for a eyeshadow, like single eyeshadow collection, is so much money, truly so much money. So just putting that out there, you know, I always want to be like as transparent and like upfront as possible and like frank and stuff, you know, it's like important to me. So I just thought, yeah, let's just give her a little swatch. I have the website pulled up here oh, they don't give the shade descriptions. So you can buy these, you can either buy these in palettes, like in 6-pan palettes, or as I obviously have bought them in bundles but not in a palette. I probably would have bought them in a palette if they were removable pans, but as far as I understand, the pans weren't removable. I just felt like I wanted to have them as singles, so that's what I did. I believe it's a little bit cheaper to buy them without them being in the palettes. I was gonna give you like individual like shade descriptions based on what ShineBySD has on the website, but they don't have them like shade descriptions now, or maybe at least I can't find them. So it's just gonna be me and my excellent shade describing skills. And yeah. Okay, anyway, yeah, I can't find them. But that's okay. Okay, so this little bundle of 6 here is the As Above like bundle within the Duality collection. This is in collaboration with Monica Jones and Bizarre Revolta on Instagram. I will leave their Instagrams down below if you want to go check them out, which you definitely should. But they've made it pretty clear that one versus the other bundle, it's not necessarily one versus the other person. Like they really wanted to have 2 bundles, but they equally collaborated on both of them as far as I understand. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for these little swatches. Yeah. And let's just start. So this first shade is the shade Soothsayer. I will also do like up close swatches as well, because you want to see everything that's going on. So, oh wait, let me get my mirror so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, cool. So Soothsayer is the first shade. It's so absolutely beautiful. It's a light purple base I want to say, with a green shift as well as almost like a, not taupe, but like silvery shift as well. I want to say it's like almost like a neutral shift, like it's not quite silver and it's not quite gold, but there is like a third kind of shade that it shifts to. It's so, so beautiful, I will say. I will say though that, let me just grab my little towel here. Most of these shades, or a lot of these shades, have some purpleness to them. Like, it's a heavy purple collection. So if you are not a purple lover, you are warned. The next shade is the shade Mountain Magic, which is another like pinky purpley shade. These are just absolutely next level. So this again has like a very similar base color. I would say maybe a little bit more cool toned, like more periwinkle compared to Soothsayer, but it has a bright hot pink, like red shift with green as well, and there's gold in there. Almost like a little bit of orange. It's super, super dynamic, and there's so many different shades in here. When you just look at it in the pan, it looks basically just like a pinky purple shade, but it's so, so pretty. Then we have the shade Hermetic, which again, absolutely stunning. In the pan, it almost looks like a taupe. It has like a more neutral base. It doesn't have a super, super strong base. It almost looks like it has no base at all. Maybe like kind of a more like sheer iridescent type multichrome vibe. But it has, again, a very strong like reddy pink shift with a strong yellow gold and orange. But this seems like a shade, excuse my girlfriend in the kitchen, this seems like a shade that's going to really change depending on what base you put it on. The shade The All, which looks like a bright yellow in the pan. It has a bright yellow base with a pink shift and a blue shift as well. Have the shade Fairy Stone, which looks like a really, really bright purple. This has a blue base, like a almost like indigo base with a really, really strong warm toned purple shift. And then there's orange in here as well, a little bit of like yellow. Almost gives me like Stencil from Cleona vibes, but not quite as opaque as Stencil is. And the shade Emerald Tablet, which looks like a bright green in the pan. This has a really strong pink shift. When I look forward in the mirror, it looks very pink. And then there's a really bright green flash with some purple in here as well as some gold I can see. They actually all look quite different shades, and then you can see straight on from the light source all of them have some kind of like pinky purpliness to it, which is why I said if you don't like purple at all as a color, this collection might not be the collection for you. And then here we have the So Below collection, excuse me, and when I look at them, I wonder how it's looking in the camera, but when I look at them straight forward, facing into the mirror, all of these look purple. So it looks like, based on just like looking at them in the pan, that this is going to be even more purple than this first bundle. So this is the shade Bizarre. It looks like a lighter green in the pan. I'll swatch it a little bit lower. Again, has a pink shift with gold and orange. It's pretty similar to this shade, which is called Emerald Tablet. The greens are a little bit different, I will say. Like this one is a little bit of a brighter green. Whereas this one is like a little bit more almost minty, but they do, I will say, look pretty similar. And this one almost has more of like a magenta pink, whereas this one is like a lighter pink. The shade Nightmare Eyes. This is very dimensional. In the pan it looks like a pink, and then when you swatch it, definitely has a very warm toned pink shine. There's a strong green shift. What else? Almost like a red as well. then we have the shade Oracle, which looks pretty purple in the pan, but looks like it has some blue in here. Ooh, that's super pretty. So, oh, interesting. There's like a cool toned purple. So there's like a neutral purple when you look at it facing a light source, and there's a strong green shift and a strong blue shift as well. We have the shade Pale Night, which did come a little bit broken, but I managed to press it down. This looks like it's a little bit more flaky than the other shadows in this collection. Yeah, definitely a different texture. Almost, if you're familiar with the Reserve collection, kind of like how that those shadows are. This is probably the most neutral shadow, I would say, out of all of the shadows. This is almost like a taupey base with a pink and gold and purple shift. We have the shade Queen of Chaos, which is another, looks like pinky purpley blue shade. Let's see. Yeah, that one looks like it's probably one of the more opaque ones out of the bunch. A really, again, pretty bright purple base with a pink, a warm toned pink shift. There's green, there's a strong green, there's like a bluiness to it, like a teal. Rudely my camera cut out, but hopefully I can just finish the end of this video up. I only have one more shadow to go. So this one was Queen of Chaos. Hopefully my descriptions were all captured. And then I have the shade Perma Heart, which is a very bright purple. Has almost like a similar, yeah, so this is a very bright, cool toned, oh my god, purple with a blue shift to it as well as green and gold. I really, you probably are never really captures it, but this is what it looks like on my post-swatch finger. Glorious. I really hope I'll be able to get like the different shifts and up close swatches with different lighting and stuff. So this is the collection as a whole. I'll swatch it on my arm, although it's always difficult to tell with multi-chromes and things like that. What if I was just out of frame the entire time? But yeah, like I said, hopefully with up-close swatches and stuff, you'll be able to see the shifts and things a little bit better. Absolutely stunning. Every single one of these is a true multi-chrome. They're so sparkly and so dynamic and shifty and absolutely glorious. I really hope that ShineBySD one day releases these as singles, because I think a lot of these shades are quite similar, and I think a lot of people probably don't quote-unquote need both, or probably don't want like necessarily all of these shades. I love each and every single one of them. I will say, if you're not like a huge pink and purple person, the As Above bundle will probably be your better bet, because there's a little bit more variation, whereas all of these shades from the So Below bundle have a pink and purple shift to them. So yeah, I mean, it just is going to depend on your color preferences and things like that. Like, you have a more greeny one here, I guess you have a yellow, and then you have this one that's more sheer, more of like an iridescent multi-chrome almost, that doesn't have a ton. It's more like red, honestly, than pink, the shift in here. So those are just my thoughts. I hope this video was helpful in some way, if you are interested in getting one of the bundles or maybe both. And I will make it a priority to do a like multiple looks video with these. I love making them, but they do take me a little bit to film, but I do really want to do that, because I feel like it's one thing to swatch, but it's a completely different thing to include them in looks. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. I will let you go. Hopefully this is a short and sweet video, and that I have included it before my camera dies. Yes, I'm still recording. Thank you so much for watching this video. I typically upload videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to see you in my next one. Bye.